It was a friendly, but it's always nice to get one over the scum. I'm going to focus on 2 players on the whiteboard. Part of the reason Ten Hag wanted Mason Mount is for his versatility. So with the number of positions he could cover in Ten Hag's system, it was always going to be interesting where Ten Hag started Mount. Ten Hag played him in Eriksen's position in what I call the 6.5. The combination with Mainoo was played in a similar way to Casemiro and Eriksen. Without the ball, they played as a double pivot to protect the back four, and with the ball, they played off each other to create midfield depth. It was mainly Mainoo in the 6th position, but there were times when Mount dropped into the 6th position, which was the trigger for Mainoo to push forward to maintain that midfield depth, and I felt there was a good understanding between the two. Mount can't compete with Eriksen technically or for range of passing, so it was about what Mount brought without the ball with his mobility in the press and forward runs. In the game, we saw his speed across the pitch with his pressing of the opposition, and when the ball went past down midfield, his recovery runs to stop transitions. And with the ball, we saw him make forward runs into the final third and showed he is a goal threat with the positions he got into. Looking at his forward runs, he plays this nice pass out to the right to Diallo, and eventually we see Mount making a run into the box to give Diallo an extra option. With Varane on the ball, Mount looks to make this run in behind, but he's just caught offside. Again, we can see Mount looking to make this run in behind, but this time Varane gets his pass wrong. We can see Mount pressing aggressively here, and although he commits the foul, he stops any chance of Leeds getting into this space. With Leeds in possession, look how quick and aggressive Mount is to challenge for the ball and wins it back. Mount reads the goalkeeper's throw out to the right, and look how quick his recovery run is to close down Leeds' progression down the right. For me, Kobbie Mainoo was the star of the match, and laid down a marker to be part of Ten Hag's first team squad next season. In that 6th position, he showed excellent press resistance and awareness of the press. His technical ability and body strength made it difficult for opposition players to get the ball off him. In the defensive and middle third, he showed great ability to retain possession and play line-breaking passes. Without the ball, he demonstrated great anticipation and reading of the game, and was competent at breaking the player and winning the ball back. It was a complete performance from the 18-year-old. Here the ball breaks to Mainoo, and that's a lovely pass that breaks the midfield line. Mainoo gets on the ball, a nice dribble, a lovely chop back, and a nice pass to Sancho. Mainoo gets into a lovely pocket of space, gets the ball from Varane, resists the press, and keeps the ball nicely. The ball is played to Mainoo. He has an easy option, but plays a lovely progressive pass. The ball is played to Mainoo under pressure. He spins away beautifully and keeps the ball nicely. Here's some of his work without the ball. He nips in quickly here to win the ball back and keep possession. He reads this clearance and wins a nice header to win back possession. Mainoo has read this pass, and when the ball is played in, he puts the Leeds player under pressure and with the help of Hannibal wins the ball back. And finally, I spoke about his strength, and here it is. Incredible strength for an 18-year-old. The Devil's verdict is, it's too early to make judgments of what Ten Hag's approach will be next season. It could be exactly the same, but with slightly different personnel. But what we can judge are individual performances. As previously mentioned, Mainoo was excellent. On the flip side, Sancho had a shocker. Ten Hag surprisingly played him as a false 9, and apart from one sharp turn, he really struggled and is looking down the barrel, and could be sold if he doesn't improve. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon.